episode 4. You guys are sticking with us. 4 episodes in. Alright, so we're gonna do this episode 4 style, Sleepless in Seattle. And right now we're gonna take a real quick.
Sleepless in Ridgewood right now. It's, what time is it?
Shit, it's almost 12 o'clock.
Almost 12 o'clock.
We're gonna do this right here real quick before we get this show started, because it might be kind of long. But we just want you guys to know that we really appreciate everybody.
Absolutely.
Everybody that subscribes, follows, anything. Just a simple like. It's just a big deal for us. You know, we started this a year ago. We really didn't think this was gonna have any traction, but it's kind of, you know, it's kind of picking up for us, right? You think?
Listen, Rome wasn't built in a day, but you know, we thank every one of you guys that's been riding with us. I want to thank my cousin Matt. Matt Breeden, thank you so much. You've been posting about the podcast, and that's really means a lot. Thank you so much, brother.
Salute, man.
Thank you so
Keep
much,
doing
brother.
it. Keep doing it. Very much.
Keep on, yo. Everything is truly, really appreciated to us.
Absolutely.
And by the way, Marie, the Cowboys suck, even though they won. So that's for you.
All right, so we're gonna start off now with this big fucking whole blockbuster
This is
trade
Blockbuster.
talk.
Here's
All right.
the blockbuster trade.
Let's start off with this Cano and Diaz Mets trade talk, right, Lou? First of all, hold on, wait a minute. I didn't even introduce these fucking guys, these degenerates. You got degenerate 1, Lou, who has cut out the grimy. So we got Lou over here to my left.
Yeah, but cut out that beard though.
Not yet, man. Not yet.
I'm not gonna say. And we actually got a fucking nickname for this guy. His name is Jose Stats Rivera.
Thank you for that.
There you
Yes,
go.
thank you for that.
There you go. This guy is on point all the time.
You're welcome.
And to my right, the fucking golden child, Joseph Blue Pulaski.
Welcome everybody, and I have home field advantage this week in my humble abode, and I welcome you all to my house, and yeah, let's get this goddamn thing started.
I mean, if you couldn't tell with the short shorts, but you know.
Yeah, he got his
Well,
poom
listen,
shorts on
listen.
this episode.
What's up, girls?
And I'm Jay, ladies and gentlemen. So let's get this show started.
Let's go.
Sleepless in Seattle, episode 4.
Get cracking.
So let's talk this Cano Diaz, Seattle versus the fucking Mets trade. And we want to talk who has the advantage, who doesn't have the advantage, and are we Mets fans giving away too much for this? So I'm going to start off with Lou over here, and then let the show start.
Yeah.
Okay. So what are we starting with? Who has the advantage?
Yeah, let's start with
Well,
who do you think has the upper hand in this trade?
Exactly.
Well, I mean, it should be the Mets because if Seattle's trying to unload someone like Cano, who's 36 years old, with a freaking crazy contract, I believe the Mets should have the upper hand in calling the shots. But apparently, it looks like it's not that case. Seattle is attaching Diaz, who is like a top-notch reliever, super young, very cheap. So they're trying to take advantage of attaching him to Cano's contract and getting much more value back.
Now, do you think this trade has anything to do with the inexperience of Brody and the experience of Seattle's management, which is known to work well in this type of situation?
I mean, they were saying that it looks like Jerry took advantage of the rookie GM in Brody, but you know, me personally, I give Brody props for being aggressive. You know, like when have you seen like this type of move from the Mets? In how long? You know, he said from straight up from the beginning that.
I give you that.
Yes, you know, like he wants to win now, and a lot of people are shitting on the proposed deal, but
I'm one of them.
yeah, and I was too at one point. But you gotta think about it. Like the big piece that I was upset about was the outfielder that we're giving up, Jared Kelenic.
Yeah.
Yo, he looks like he's gonna be a stud later on in the future, but
Supposedly this guy is like the Mets young Mike Trout of the organization, you know?
But he's only 19 years
He's
old.
way too early.
So when are we gonna see him in the majors?
Exactly.
4 years from now, when DeGrom's gone, when Syndergaard's gone.
You'll see him in Seattle in about 1 year when he's the man, and he's that's just, and I'm just being devil's advocate right now. I'm not saying that I believe that. I'm just being the asshole that I am, and I'm being this devil's advocate and saying that, he's from what every writer says, when every analyst says, he's like one of these guys that they all of a sudden that you never heard of, but now he's untradeable.
Mhm.
Right.
So that's my point. Like,
Exactly.
I agree.
Exactly.
it's like, well, if he's so untradeable and he's so great, why did we hear about him? And that's just, and I'm not saying I believe this. I'm just being the devil's advocate. Like I said.
mean, we might see him in Seattle, living it up. We also might see him at, Seattle in the front row seat at the Supersonics game, hopefully. So we don't know what's gonna happen.
No, it's before
It's
that.
too early to tell. It's too early
He'll
to
be at the whatever NHL team. That's a different.
I mean,
topic for a
they're
different
saying
day, but that's the next team in Seattle.
he has a lot of potential, and again, it's what if. I mean, we don't know what's gonna happen with the what if.
It's a lot of what ifs with the prospects.
Yeah, exactly.
Right now, we have guaranteed that we get an all-star closer in Diaz, which we haven't had an all-star closer in how long?
Yeah.
Who's not even in his prime yet.
Right.
Okay, so you think we got the upper hand in this?
I think that we could have probably still got them to the Mets without giving up so much. We gave up.
Who?
Go ahead.
Does he think we have the upper hand?
I don't
Because
know.
Lou is
No.
the most.
No.
He just thought that
We should have had, but I think we
agree
could have
with
still made the deal without giving up a lot.
Okay. What do you think?
you. I think the biggest thing that bugs me about this trade is that I would actually be fine with it if we got Malik Smith, and listen, I don't know if that was just a rumor. I don't know if that was actually ever going to happen or not, but it sure as shit was in all the reports from all the legitimate sports writers, all the guys that know what that they're not just putting anything out there. They all said a couple days ago Malik Smith was part of the deal, and now all of a sudden a guy that we desperately need, a leadoff hitter like him, that hits near 300, steals bases, a center fielder, and now he's just out, and he's out, and
now
we gave
we
up
gave
more
up
than we were before.
Exactly.
So that's what scares me about the whole thing. That's what scares me about Brody as the GM, because it seems like
he just got
manhandled.
manhandled. It seems like he got manhandled.
Exactly, and the whole thing, nothing's been official yet. Nothing. I wish it has by this point, because that was the whole idea about doing
Seriously.
shit.
I know.
That was the whole idea about doing this podcast tonight. Is like the deal was supposed to be done, maybe even last night.
Yesterday.
But then they said tonight it was supposed to be done.
Now they're saying it's probably the weekend.
But that's how these things go. But whatever.
And we not only called this.
This
we
was like
spoke
emergency
about
gathering.
this.
Yeah.
We spoke about this in episode 3. If you haven't seen it, we threw that in there. And we said there was something similar of Seattle unloading and trying to get rid of players, and
then
the shit just happened this week. As soon as we said it, but of course we won't get credit for that. But
It's true. It's a great point.
We did say that.
And we had a discussion about how I remember how I didn't understand why they were even doing it. That was
exactly.
We had that argument.
We know our sports, guys.
We know it. We just don't look like we know it. And for everybody that doesn't have any hope in us, give us some time. This is only episode 4.
Stay tuned.
It's gonna keep getting better. The season hasn't even started. At that, so we have 1 week of fucking work. So wait till the season starts. I didn't even get Jose's intake on this.
Well,
So
you're next.
what do you think about what's happening right now with this upper hand? We're on the bottom of this trade.
As of right now, with the rumors, if we actually get the reported $60 million from Seattle,
Okay.
I'm more comfortable with the deal, to be honest with you.
I agree with you. I mean, we haven't gotten that information.
Exactly.
I wish we had.
If that's the truth. So that means we have Robinson Cano for 5 years at $60 million.
Yeah, get it for
It's
free.
a bargain.
We got Edwin Diaz at a minimum contract for next year. And if he's lights out next year like he's been, it's only going to cost us $8 million the following year.
That's not bad.
Kimbrel wants 6 years.
He's a top 10 guy.
Yeah, exactly. This kid's 24 years old, and he's been lights out. I mean, let's see, I've here in 191 innings, he had 301 strikeouts.
Yeah.
He's a top
Dude's
10 guy.
lights out.
He's a top 10 guy.
So you know what? I'm actually comfortable with it. I'm more uncomfortable if the money situation doesn't go our way. If it's 60 mil, I'm happy with it. I'm cool with it.
Just to burst your bubble, they're actually saying that Seattle might only cover about 20 mil of Cano's contract.
Then I would not have thrown in
So now how much?
you see, so
now
now
how much
this-
does that leave us covering?
100 mil.
100 mil. which is
I mean,
fucking
but-
ridiculous for 36.
But they're also absorbing Bruce's and Schwarzenegger's
but
contract.
That's only for
not the
1 year.
point. Oh.
That's only.
Bruce got, I think, 2 years actually.
Does he?
Bruce got 2 years and Schwarzenegger got 1.
That's like
That's not
37 mil that they're also
Nah.
taking. So
This is ridiculous.
This is what's going to stop us from
36-year-old.
getting from.
All right, this is my
I mean,
the
sorry
frustrations
for
of
my
being a
raw
Mets
reaction
fan.
right now, but I just
no,
found this
but
out.
what they were saying.
it's
this
not
is-
official yet, though. So I mean, what they're saying.
Yeah,
we
but
don't know.
still,
Yeah, but
this is
that's
the argument
peanuts.
we had.
It's supposed to be
listen,
60 million.
We had an argument all day. That all the four of us, we were going back and forth with this. What I was seeing was that for the money that we're gonna give Diaz and what he's gonna be old, if we got him, and we signed him, and we swallow fucking Cano's contract and all this bullshit, we could have signed a second tier reliever,
No, I
two
think-
of them,
I think this first
for the
year-
price
A
of
tough
the
price.
first fucking tier person, which is Edwin Diaz. We could have. Instead of taking his fucking contract from fucking Cano, man.
David Robinson and Andrew Miller, they're not second tier or anything. They're first tier. And
Yeah, but they're saying, like, statistically speaking, looking at
And
the numbers
age-wise, yeah, I know.
and age-wise,
Yeah.
they're second tier compared to Diaz. But we could have just spent the money on them, fuck this whole trade,
Right.
fuck
That's
Cano,
what a lot of.
leave the
Yeah.
shit alone, go after fucking the big cats. What we need right now, catcher. No, right? What was
Yeah,
it?
that's
Free
right.
agent first.
Yeah, well,
Go after the free agent. You can't get a free agent. Your
Yes,
second is
but-
the catcher.
but you know, but that's the whole thing about this trade is that if you're now if we're only covering 20 million, why the fuck? Why the hell did we have to include Kalanick and Dunn? I don't understand. I don't understand
And
any of it.
McNeil was almost in
Well-
there, which would have been
Well,
fucking ridiculous.
I mean, we still don't even know 100%.
I
It's
know.
not official. But the only thing you gotta remember too, though, is like we're all getting upset about it, and I mean,
It's not official.
we have a point. It's not official, but like he was saying, if we would have went the free agent route, what if we would have went the free agent route?
Mm-hmm.
Depending on what these relievers are demanding, Kimbrel's asking for 6 years
No,
supposedly.
I see. I
Pretty
don't
clear.
think.
But now hold up.
That is true.
Let's say we went that route and we put all our money into the relievers. Would have not have money to get catcher, to get a freaking outfielder, to get someone that maybe could play the infield. We don't even have a reserve for Rosario yet.
Mm-hmm.
Who's gonna play
Well-
shortstop?
Well, let's talk about the Cubs non-tendering Ronald Torreyes, and I've been saying since the Yankees released him,
Right.
get him. Ronald Torreyes has when he didn't get a lot of chances last year, but in 2017 he played over 100 games.
Mm-hmm.
He batted 290, and last year the same. Whenever he's been given a chance, he plays every position. He's delivered. He
Yes.
plays every position besides
He's
pitcher on the
small
infield.
utility guy.
Besides pitcher on first base, he was the Yankees' emergency catcher.
Yeah.
That's
I mean,
crazy. He's
there's a lot of
utility
people who
guy.
could probably cover that a little later on with that, but he's definitely someone we'll.
I don't know, man. Especially in the National League, I think any successful team needs a guy like that. The Yankee clubhouse loved him. He was
He was
loved
an
him.
energy guy.
Exactly. The clubhouse loved him. He's the type of guy that winning teams have. And if the Mets would be just stupid if they didn't, the Mets would be just. And this is your second chance. The Cubs not tending him. Please go after Ronnie Torreyes. Please.
Just to go back
something.
really quick on the Robinson Cano thing, we're doing the Mariners a favor here.
Well, right.
We're doing that. That's the point, though. We're doing
Them
them
a favor.
They're not
Well,
doing us the
they
favor.
won
That's what I'm
that
saying.
contract.
Exactly.
You
We
know.
don't have to take that deal.
Yeah.
Why are we doing that, then?
Because I'll tell you what. Because originally the Mariners were supposed to take a lot more of his contract on, and now listen, this is all speculation. I don't know if it's only 20 million.
Nothing's
Who
official.
reported that? The source is actually important.
Looks like it was.
It was someone
It
that's
was somebody
hopefully it was
legitimate. I saw it
SNY.
too.
Hopefully it was
Hassan.
SNY.
who?
Passan?
Jeff Passan.
Yeah, Jeff Passan.
Gotcha.
Jeff Passan.
Well, he has that blue check, right?
He does.
He got
Yeah.
a blue check, so he's certified.
Well, now I'm scared because the whole point of that thing was for the Mariners to take on most of his, at least a decent portion of his contract, and now it seems like they're not. And
I just want to know how it ended up being so lopsided.
We
in
had all
words
the
of Bill
momentum.
Bond.
You know what it is?
we had the advantage.
I think this deal was mainly made because even though they penciled McNeil to be the starting second baseman, I feel like maybe they don't really believe in him to be that guy.
Because
Well,
he didn't play a
you
full
can't-
year.
well, you
'Cause
can't-
you don't believe in him because he didn't play a full
Right.
year. It's
And
not
I
that
mean-
you don't trust him.
Exactly. I like him, but do I see him playing 150-something games or 140-something games a year, he has a history of being injured.
I was about to say that too.
You know, he has injury issues too.
Yeah.
This whole trade is what ifs. What if
Yeah.
Kelenic doesn't fucking produce when he goes to Seattle? What if Dunn fucking has Tommy John when he gets over?
Right.
Cano just got off a PED suspension.
But if you look at his stat line, he's been a consistent hitter throughout his whole career.
I know, but
so I'd rather take someone that I know I can rely on.
No?
Yeah, no.
But he's also coming off. Listen, what I
It's
had read
suspects.
today was the war on batters over 33 years old. Roberto Alomar came to the Mets, and his WAR went down like 7.5. Never went past that.
Right.
Once they hit 33 years old, it's just proof that the players never go up.
It's a great point.
I think that after the
But look, Roberto Alomar had to fucking retire.
yeah,
because
but I think after the suspension, he was batting over 300.
He was.
And I think that Alomar, when he
he
came,
did better the second
yes,
half.
he had a good bat when Alomar came to the Mets, but it was more about his glove. I think Cano is about the hitting.
He is.
And you
Yeah,
know
he
what?
better be.
He's gonna play first base too. Don't.
No, this
can't
game-
Don't be
DH,
surprised.
though.
Well, man, in a couple
He
of
can't
years.
play DH in the NL. What is he
Hey,
gonna do?
he could be a
has
lefty.
to play first base.
Yeah,
That's
he
it.
can play first base.
Hold on. Well,
You never know.
you're getting that's way in the future. He's gonna be
Yeah,
second.
yeah.
At least 2 years at second base. He'll be there.
Yeah, he will.
And to your point, yeah, I agree with you. After the suspension, Robinson Cano played 80 games,
Right.
and he had 94 hits.
That was
and
after?
Yeah,
the
after.
suspension.
Yeah, when he came back.
He played better after the
Yeah,
suspension.
he did.
No, he didn't play better. He
Well,
just
No,
played
they
very
said
well.
his numbers were better.
He's been consistent like he's been his whole career.
He didn't change. Nothing dips. There
He's
was
been
no
consistent.
dip. Yeah.
Right.
So that's what I'm saying.
His
like,
power numbers were down. His power numbers were down.
Yeah.
I mean, but he played less games.
No, they were down for even that amount of games.
I don't know.
You look it up.
I mean, I feel like Cano, like,
which I don't care about. They'll be down the City Field anyway.
but people are forgetting one thing. Him coming back to New York, he loves New York.
I
He loves
agree.
playing here.
That's true.
And he might have a little bit of anger in him because the Yankees supposedly did not want to
No,
get him.
they wanted Ellsbury instead.
Exactly.
Nice
so he
move.
might have something to prove to come to New York. And show off in front of his.
I don't think.
hometown.
I
I don't think
don't
that's
know.
even he's gonna get shit about
It's
that.
just the
anymore.
age. It's just the age that's killing me, and the money that we're gonna fucking cover for this guy.
The
Right?
one thing about
you
this,
could have
At
gotten
36 years old.
the whole argument is you could have gotten Diaz. See, everyone's talking about Cano. Diaz
It's
is.
about Diaz.
No,
It's about Diaz.
It
This is
is
the
about-
it is
Diaz
about
trade.
Diaz,
It's not
yes.
the Cano trade. It's the Diaz trade.
It is.
And you could have got. And now I think Diaz is the absolute best reliever out there. I don't buy any of the.
No,
he's
neither.
never pitched in a big
He's a
game
young
before.
stud. He's a young
Because
stud.
you want a kid who's 24 years old. You
Right.
want a kid who won the Mariano Rivera Award for best reliever in the game last year. But you've also could have gotten Miller, Robertson. You could have bought guys.
You can't compare them
And
to
Miller. You got a bunch of relievers out there. You could.
And I don't want to. And just to argue, I don't want Kimbrel.
No.
Kimbrel's. I think he's.
What was he asking? 6 years?
6 years.
Yeah.
Just as.
I don't want to. I don't want to. If he was asking 2 years.
That's
I'm
ridiculous.
not a fan of
So
this.
let's just play around here. So if Kimbrel was asking for 6 years, what about the rest of the relievers in the market right now? They're asking for 3-4 years.
Yeah.
Are you gonna give Andrew Miller 4
Kimbrel
years?
just won the World Series.
Or are you gonna give Andrew Miller 4 years?
Kimbrel's not coming off an injury like Miller is. So
So would you
might-
give him 3 to 4 years?
I would give
2
Miller.
years.
I would give Miller 3 years.
But you would give him 3 years?
Yeah.
I give him 2 years.
I would give him 3 years.
I
would
give
give
After last year,
I would give him 3 years.
3.
nah, I'd give him 2 years.
I give him 2 years.
You got- Listen, sometimes you got. Sometimes you got to take a leap of faith.
Like we're doing right now.
Well, that exactly.
Like we're doing right now.
You see, this is why he just
with
keeps
who?
going this tiers.
With
with
Cano,
tiers,
with
with
Diaz.
tiers. Because this
No,
is
I don't think- I
this
don't
is
think-
more like a leaning seesaw than
Yeah,
a fucking,
it is,
than a
yeah.
risk. 'Cause, like it's all Seattle right now. This is what's fucking pissing everybody off.
But you know
like,
what?
They're taking a risk with our prospects too. I
But
mean,
to go what he mentioned earlier, we're not listening to. We're forgetting about one thing. Seattle fans are also kind of like upset about this whole trade. They feel
They
like they're
should
not
be.
getting.
Yeah.
Because they're losing Diaz. I don't even think they
No.
give a
No, you
fuck
know
about
what?
Cano.
You know what's funny enough?
No.
And yeah,
They're
Lou
losing
was
everybody.
right. I was talking to a couple of Mariner fans today on Twitter. They're mad at both. They're mad at both, and they say prospects are unproven. And then we're here as Mets fans, and we're like,
Worried
fuck.
about the prospects.
Exactly.
Right.
no, well,
So
These are first round draft picks.
Don't matter.
right, but are they gonna pan out?
Right. We
yeah,
never
but
know.
Jose, did
Is
you
Cano
talk?
going to play next year? We never know. He might get tested again and get fucking
Oh,
tested
but
positive.
he's already- he's already
a
major leaguer,
Come
so
on,
I'm gonna
that's,
take that.
Come on.
He's already a major leaguer. I'll
He's
take that.
proven. That's
proven.
the thing.
Look, Look at all these players. Like I said earlier, remember when everybody was so hyped up with Dustin Herrera? What happened with him?
Right.
What happened with what's his other guy's name? Humber, another guy.
You're the one you stand for these prospects, bro.
Yeah, look, what are you talking
You
about?
have
Depends
stood
on some.
No,
Stop
on
it.
all.
No.
You have always
On
stood
Jimenez?
by the.
I like Jimenez and I like Alonso.
Keep naming.
Those are the main guys from.
Keep naming.
I like Kellenic too.
Keep naming.
That's it. Those are my three
What
guys.
the fuck do
Look
we
at
know
the
about
head.
any of these guys? I mean, I didn't know. Listen, I didn't. Do you know? Did anybody know about Kalanick until
I
this was
did.
brought up?
Yeah.
We know about him. Yeah,
I guess I'm the
everybody.
only one.
You
I'll
hear
be
about
honest with you,
him.
I had no idea about. I don't delve that deep
Dude,
into
when the
it.
team struggles, you hear about all these guys that are possibly coming up.
Right.
So
But that's
when your team is not struggling, you don't give a fuck about prospects. You worried about the
Right.
championship ring.
Exactly.
exactly that's the perfect point. So if you never heard of this kid, then who gives a fuck if we trade him?
No, because
If you don't know what he's about, who cares?
Because then when he comes up in a big trade, you do a little research on the kid. You see, and you have to go by that.
I mean, he's still he did good.
He's
He
19
wasn't
years old.
great.
He's not gonna be ready for another 5 years. We're not.
He's
Are we
young.
gonna contend?
5 years.
He's
Dude,
19,
He's
bro.
19.
So when the Bryce Harper, they're saying he
He's
has
not Bryce
super.
Harper.
They're saying he has.
He's not. He's not Mike
I'm not
Trout
saying
either.
I'm not. Bryce Harper's on the cover of Sports Illustrated as a teenager. I'm not saying he's Bryce Harper, but they're saying that they wouldn't. A lot of these prominent sports writers saying they wouldn't trade him for anybody.
No, that is very
Yeah,
true.
right now they're saying that next year they have him in the top 20, and a year after that in top 5 in baseball as a prospect.
He was
That as a
number-
prospect.
He was number 69
Right.
in the 100 top prospects in
Right.
all of baseball.
But wasn't Dominic Smith
Dunn.
up there too?
Dunn was number like 89.
Yeah,
Was
but
it
that-
Dominic
So these
Smith up
guys
there
are
too?
both. These guys are both 100 prospects, like top 100 prospects in
Yeah.
baseball, and they came from the Mets
See,
fucking
that-
farm.
Right, and that's what I'm saying about Kalanick. That he's only 19 now. That's why he's ranked so low as he is.
Right.
But you have to take account for what all the reports are. All the reports are on him is that he's going to really advance rapidly.
I think he will. I'm pretty sure he will. But my thing is this too. Like,
I just don't think we need to give him up.
but do we need to wait until he's ready, or should we attack now when we have a chance?
So you rather have given McNeil up, or
I
Kalanick?
think they listen. This is all. I'm not in the room with the GMs, but it just seems that the Mets didn't take a hard enough line here, and it seems that Brody.
Yeah.
Doesn't it seem like
I
Brody
agree.
just got
I agree.
pushed
I
around?
agree.
Doesn't it seem like Brody got pushed around a
He
little
got
bit?
A
manhandled.
little bit, yeah.
He got
Because
manhandled. He
listen,
got-
we can only go by what we have heard as the rumor mill has gone back and forth,
Right.
but
We don't know what happened in there.
it's been pretty goddamn
Right.
consistent that the Mets had a better offer at the beginning. There was a better discussion, and it was in our favor at the beginning
It was.
because it should have
Right.
been because we're the ones taking on his
Right.
Cano's. And now it seems like we're
Monsters
and now it
contract.
still seems like we're taking on most of his contracts, and we're and we're just giving a shitload more of our prospects.
It sounds like we're eating more of that contract now. With
You know-
that
you know-
number,
Right,
which
that's
is
my
not
point.
official, but
That's what I'm trying to say
shit.
here.
You know what's crazy too?
So
Regardless if Brody fucked up, we're forgetting one thing. He has 3 ex-GMs that are on his side. So now, even if he dropped the ball, don't you think that any one of those 3 GMs that he just recently hired and that are in his freaking front office would have said something to him about that?
he has the final
Unless-
say.
Unless
the
he has a
Wilpons are
plan.
playing the puppets,
Or he has a plan to maybe,
That's possible.
start getting some free agents after this trade.
This is the thing. After the
Now that's another discussion.
yeah, when this trade happens, because it's
I'm scared
bound to
about it.
happen, it's the domino effect, and
Yep.
that's the scary part.
Yep.
I'm more scared
Here, bring it.
about the whole Noah Syndergaard
Yep.
thing
Yep.
after
Yep.
than this trade. To be honest with you.
Well, I already think this trade
So-
is taking up too much time because we just let Gomez go. Or
Right.
Gomes. We just let him fucking slip right under our fingers because we worried about taking fucking
The thing about Gomes is
this
that,
whole shit.
like, they were saying that the Nats got him pretty good. I mean, pretty good deal on him. Not really. They gave him their number 7 prospect in their
Yeah, that's a
system.
lot.
Which
Yeah,
is
it's
kind
a
of
lot.
like
I agree.
that would be like kind of us giving Kellenic up,
Which makes
for Gomes,
which
we wouldn't do.
Yeah,
I
but
don't
Lord
know.
knows what we would have given up for him, though.
I know.
Yeah,
I'll
but
be
look,
honest
he
with
gave
you.
up one fucking prospect. Like we
But-
giving
but-
up 2 top 100 prospects.
Yeah, but we're
for-
getting a top
Getting
closer.
a top closer.
Yeah.
And no one's on the Nationals' ass for giving up this prospect. I don't even know his name.
Yo, fucking no. I'm sorry.
It's just when you're in New York, we're never gonna be happy,
He's
regardless.
36 years old, bro.
This is the
No,
thing,
no, no,
though.
no,
This
let's-
is all
no,
about.
no, no, no,
But this is all about the closer.
But I want to
Yeah.
hear. I want to hear. Jay, speak on this, bro.
No, I just I just think that we should have focused on free agency first. We should have put our fucking shekels in there.
Right.
Got a fucking top free agent. And really, we're worried about the wrong things right now. We could have worried about fucking Bryce Harper.
Right.
We could have worried about Machado.
Right.
And then we could have just went off to the side. After that, was in talks.
Yeah.
Okay, we spoke to these fucking free agents. We know what we got here.
Yeah.
Right.
Go get a fucking catcher. That's the #1 fucking priority.
See now, to your point, Jay. Like if we're paying that much of Cano's deal, how does that affect us going after free agents? Like Jose, like stats over here. Come on, stats.
No,
listen.
Which
how
ones?
All right, say for instance, if we're paying, how much did you say of his 100 million of his?
Well, if the latest
the
reports,
unofficial number is $100 million now.
How is that going to affect us going after like Bryce Harper?
actually, we're okay because after 2020, it's only going to be just a 20 mil of Robinson Cano.
Yeah, but we
And-
won't be able to get a bunch of other players that we need.
And
Yeah,
this is
like
why.
relievers.
No, but this is why Syndergaard's probably going to be traded.
Right.
For who?
Because there's going to be 2 starting pitchers at 30 mil a year.
They're not gonna do that.
They're
No
not
one's
going to
gonna
do that.
And another thing too, they were talking about that
Yeah,
the
but
reason why this
Syndergaard-
contract, this whole deal is taking a while, is because they actually might have Cano defer some of the money
Right.
towards the end of this contract too. So like,
This is just a big chess game right
It
now.
is,
with
it
this
is.
trade.
Syndergaard's not a free agent until
which is why it's
2022.
probably taking a while.
Yeah, Syndergaard, we got.
You got
For
3 more
three
years.
more years.
Right. So
So-
like, what is it? I don't
Yeah.
understand.
22.
Yeah.
So we're in no rush, but then
So I don't
again,
understand it.
Which is why this move is made to win now.
But why?
We gotta, I mean, because we don't have.
But now what
Are we gonna
happens-
wait for Kellen to come up?
I don't even think we're that far from that. Like, I don't even. I
No.
think we just
I agree.
sign a catcher, sign somebody else, a free agent, and we're good.
You know what? I think maybe what a lot of the teams are gonna do anyway is maybe wait out the market and see if Bryce Harper and Machado's price goes down.
I don't
So-
think it's gonna go.
I think it will.
will.
I think it will.
I think
also.
it will.
Yeah. That's
Because that's usually what happens
you
every
always
year.
price yourself
Always.
high, and then
You know, yeah, it's gonna go down. So maybe
Yeah.
Brody's like, you know what? Let's shore up what we need. We got the closer. We got a veteran now, second baseman. Let's see if the prices comes down for these guys, and you know what?
I don't even think Bryce Harper moves. I think he just stays in Washington.
I was saying
Hey.
that from the beginning. I was saying that from the
I
Wouldn't
think
be
Machado's
surprised.
the one that's gonna fucking move. He's the
Yeah.
more of the.
wouldn't be surprised.
I want to go somewhere and get my money. Bryce Harper's like, fuck it, you know what? I'm gonna stay in Washington.
Yeah, I see that happening, but
Yeah.
I think Machado goes to Philly.
I don't think anybody has any clue what's gonna happen. This is the.
This is all guessing.
Yeah, I mean,
I
this is-
stole, baby.
Honestly, this is one of the more interesting off seasons that I can remember because I can't predict a goddamn thing about the top 2 guys, Harper or Machado. I don't know where they're going.
Yeah.
And
if
they're
the
waiting
Phillies-
up,
The Phillies have
They're
the most
waiting,
suspense.
waiting for
They're
one to make a move.
waiting.
Yeah, they're waiting.
Yeah, well, there's still plenty of time. The winter meetings haven't even started yet. There's plenty of times for that. Plenty of time for that shit.
Which is why I'm gonna say this. Why are we shitting so much on Brody? This is only the first move. We got a long
Yeah, but this is a
way to
fucking
go.
pretty
It's a- but
crazy
it's- but not-
first move.
Bro, it's
It's
bad,
a bold move that I freaking. I'm with it.
I
you know?
mean,
it's
yeah,
a bold move.
I don't. You know why I'm not with it though? Because
We don't even know the numbers though. We
Right.
can't even.
We can't shit on
We
it.
can't shit on Brody.
Yeah.
All right, let's be honest.
Let's get props.
Brody, we can't shit on you yet
Oh,
because we do
but-
not know the numbers.
Yeah, but-
we don't know what's coming
20
after
million.
this.
20 million.
Okay,
Yeah.
but look at this though.
He's eating a lot of the numbers after this trade. If it gets done the way they were saying, we will have a lot of money to invest elsewhere.
Yeah.
Okay, let's think about it like this. Let's say we don't do this trade. How much do you think a free agent closer, not Kimbrel,
Right.
is going to cost us per
Yeah,
year?
yeah,
Exactly,
that's
that's what I'm
right.
saying.
That's right. The numbers do come.
And
into
not only
play.
that, then we're stuck with fucking Bruce's contract, Swarzak's contract.
Yeah.
Bruce is gonna block Alonso because Bruce is gonna be playing first base.
Yeah.
So we're getting what we needed. Alonso now has that first base
I agree.
ready for him to play.
You're right.
You know, so hey, let's give the man his time. It's the beginning.
Yeah.
It's just
you're
early.
Right, you're right. I'm sorry, Brody.
Brody, I got you.
I'm not
back.
sorry until we find out what's really
I
going
just
on
took
here.
a fucking Stanley Cup shot from 1994. But yeah, all right, that's right because we did speak about this all day today. I'm pretty sure everybody was speaking about this all day, and it's just driving us nuts because we don't understand the ins and outs. We don't know any numbers yet, so we
Right.
can't go off of any fucking thing.
Right.
So we don't know.
Well, listen, I'll put it this way. Unfortunately, just due to our jobs and our overall lives, this is the only time we can get the four of us together this weekend to really do this podcast.
But we made it happen because that's how.
And listen, we made it. We made it to Ridgewood, Queens, and we all gathered here like hook or crook, and we got somehow we made it. But we were hoping that the trade would be completed by now. But,
yes, we wanted to break the news.
Unfortunately, all our stupid opinions really don't. At the end of the day, they kind of don't mean shit because we don't know the details. Well, we know like the most of the details, but the big detail of this trade is that we don't know how much money the Mariners are gonna
So,
you know.
Let me ask you guys one thing: with this deal, when it gets done, do you think it makes the Mets better?
Oh, right now, absolutely.
Okay.
I think it's
100%.
Absolutely.
Right
So-
now.
so
But down the road.
Yeah, but we're worried about now, right now. We're trying to win now. Is there really like competition in the East right now? The Phillies are like, eh.
Yeah.
Yes.
Washington just made a
Braves.
Washington made a nice move. The
Right.
Braves just.
But
signed-
if they lose Bryce Harper, is that really going to be a big move?
Yeah, but we got to worry about Atlanta still because now Atlanta made two big moves and signed Donaldson for.
Johnny says it's a what-if project. We don't know what's going to
23
happen.
million for 1 year.
I like that.
Ridiculous.
I think he's going to be a beast.
I like him too, but it's a what-if.
What if?
And the Phillies have stupid money available.
They even said they
And-
were stupid.
They have been calling the Mariners on Diaz, on Edwin Diaz. You know how they are.
Yeah,
It's because it's a Mets Phillies thing. They're probably hiking up the price.
Yeah.
That's why maybe Jared Cleric was in the deal.
They might have. Yeah.
They could have
They
hiked
could
it
have
up.
also played them. They could have played them. Say, hey, Philly's calling us.
That's
right.
Philly's calling us.
Of course, why not?
Who knows?
I think just the Braves we got to worry about right now in the NL
At
East.
the end of the day, man, these motherfuckers got money, so fucking make the deal. Who cares?
Yeah, I say
Like, come on.
Yo,
I get more prospects down the road. I don't want to trade Syndergaard though, please.
Oh,
I really hope we don't trade.
he's next.
Well, that
He's
hold
next,
on,
and that's
hold on.
gonna,
Well,
that's
hold
gonna
on.
break the fucking straw on the camel's
Well,
back if that's a quote.
Well, Lou, you just made a good point. You said that this will make us better now. Well, if they go and trade Syndergaard for
Then no.
prospects,
Then-
that defeats the whole purpose of what we're doing
And,
here.
and then that's throwing a mixed message to everybody because, like,
Right.
how are we trying to win if we're trading one of our best pitchers away, you know? No, I wouldn't do that.
And they keep saying fucking our rotation is what is attracting players to come
Exactly.
here. So why Syndergaard played so well in the second half? I don't know, man.
It makes no sense to us.
And
Yeah,
if we do get rid of Syndergaard, you
Look how
better not give
scared
us
we
no.
are.
You cannot give out no fucking prospect. We want MOB.
Well, that's what they're
players
saying.
ready.
Yeah, they're
now,
saying.
like
Honestly,
no fucking prospect. We can't wait.
There's one guy I would trade him for. One
Tatis
guy in
Jr.
all baseball.
Tatis Jr.
No.
Or Vladdy.
No.
Who?
Vladdy.
I'll take.
One
I
guy.
would love to take Vladdy
I'll
Jr.
be-
Yeah,
Vladdy.
Vladdy Jr. got that swing.
Yeah, man. I'll take.
He got his daddy's
I
swing,
haven't
bro.
seen him do shit in the major leagues. There's one guy.
We
There's
haven't
one
seen
guy.
Kalanick either, so.
I mean, let's go.
But we're not talking about Noah Syndergaard.
Yeah, but we
Let's
ain't
go
gonna see him
both
for
ways.
we ain't gonna see him for like at least 2 years. Anyways,
Unless it's Chris Bryant, I don't want to hear about this. No, trading Noah Syndergaard. I don't want to hear about it. I don't want to hear a goddamn thing unless it's Chris Bryant.
I would have done it before, but now I don't even want to trade Syndergaard for him.
I
For what?
don't. I don't want to get rid of him anymore.
No, neither do I. But I'm just saying that I would be okay with that.
okay. What happens if it's Chris Bryant or the Rockies with no one?
That's
Arenado?
Arenado.
All right.
Arenado.
All right, so
Let's
you
do
see,
that.
there you go.
Okay, yeah.
Let's do that.
The Rockies are
But-
in the mix now. The Rockies are in the mix
All right,
right
but
now.
no, Arenado even to a lesser degree because Chris Bryant has been there in a huge market
Yeah,
under the spotlight in Chicago, won a World Series as a young kid. I think that kid is perfect for New York. He would be able to handle it.
Right.
I would. That's the one guy.
The only problem with that, though, too, is that Arenado, even though I think he's better than Chris Bryant, I think we'll agree on that. He's
I
gonna
don't
be.
agree.
He's gonna be free.
Now?
I don't agree on that.
Now?
Nah, he's definitely better. Than
I value Chris Bryant's experience.
Arenado's gonna be a free agent, I think,
No one
after
cares
next
about the
year.
goddamn Rockies.
Chris Bryant has, I think, a
How
few
much
years left.
fucking media attention do you think he gets up there? Yeah,
He gets none.
none.
It's not about the attention. It's
Well,
about.
well,
you've seen it.
goddamn, Chris Bryant won the
but
World.
you know what that plays a major. That's what I was saying. I think we spoke about this in episode 1 or episode 2. You come into the New York spotlight and your knees start shaking.
Yeah, well, Chris
You
Bryant
don't
can handle it
play the
because
same.
Chris. Do you know how much media attention was on Chris Bryant and that entire team when they were trying to break that curse? He did it. I value that so much.
All right. Let's get into something else a little bit more different, right?
Okay.
Let's talk about this catcher position, right? We let Gomes go.
Yeah.
Let him slip on our fingers. Now, there's still a couple catchers that are still ready, still available. Yes, Monty Grandal, with some Ramos, and Jonathan Lucroy, which we don't want because we fucking had a chance at him a couple years ago. We don't even want him. He's washed up.
Right.
What do we do with this catcher position? At that we just fucking tenured.
TDA.
TDA.
Yeah.
What's happening? What the fuck are we doing?
I mean, I was upset when I found out that we offered him a contract, but after further thinking, it kind of makes sense because, like I was saying earlier, like if they end up just kind of cutting him after spring training, they're not really spending that much money on him. So it's kind of like, you never know, like an insurance, I guess. I feel like we need to get. I would go for Ramos, just because we need a righty in the lineup. I would take him.
That's
Okay.
Who would you take?
I just you took the words right out of my mouth.
Ramos?
Between Ramos and Grandal, I want Ramos. We need a righty, and I always like Ramos' defense a little better. That's just how I feel about it.
I'm also a Ramos as well. Not to mention, he's played in the NL East. He's very familiar with the teams.
Yeah.
Great point. Yeah, I mean,
So,
I've said Ramos from day one. I really wanted them to somehow get Real Muto, but
I'm hoping too, man.
Well, Real Muto now is in the talks with the Yankees because now Cashman.
that's what I was hoping you'd get to.
Now that the Yankees got a little target on Real Muto, so it's gonna be real difficult for him to turn down a Yankees deal with swapping Sanchez and other people to get that deal done.
yeah.
But let's talk about the best untenured players
Oh, okay.
Well,
There was a few that came up.
because there are a lot of players that were untenured and tenured and.
Billy Hamilton's one of the guys that, like, he was one of the first guys that got non-tendered today. I mean, he sucks offensively, but you can't deny his speed, stolen bases. Like, the Mets have had a big need for, like, a leadoff hitter for so long, and someone to steal bases. So, I mean, it's someone that I think we could maybe entertain. But then if you really think about it, we have Lagares, who's, like, better than him.
Yeah. We got
He is better than
Rosario too
At
now
what?
stealing bases.
He gets better. He has a better average than Billy Hamilton.
At least when he's never in the lineup. He's always hurt.
But if we put Hamilton's bat in the lineup, he hits what, like 0.1 for the season?
I don't
So
like
he absent too.
We gotta talk about games too.
I don't like Hamilton either. I'm not saying I like him either, but I just think he's. This is where I go back to Malik Smith, and I think Brody dropped the fucking ball on that one. That would have solved a lot of our problems. I don't like Billy Hamilton. Billy Hamilton hits his hits 240, 230 every year, and his steals. If you look at this at 2018, his steals dropped in half.
yeah, it did. Hamilton's numbers last year, he batted .236. On base percentage, which is huge for a leadoff guy, was only .299.
Nickname.
Get out of here.
Jose Stats.
Now stats. Tell me his stats in 2017 in stolen bases compared to 2018. Now I want to hear
Batting
this.
average difference is only by 11 points, which is nothing, which is a whopping .247.
Yeah, they both suck.
Whopping
But now you want to talk about whopping? Tell me his steal totals in 2017 and steal totals last year.
Last year it was 34 stolen
And
bases,
what about 2017?
59.
Oh, there you go.
Wow.
Imagine if you could actually
Not good.
hit an average of 275. The Mendoza line's what?
260 would be amazing.
260.
I'd take that. That'd be great.
Yeah.
But he's
260 is fucking great.
59 stolen bases he had in 2017.
I don't want.
Wow.
You know who I want? Now, if the Marlins are getting rid of players, why can't we try to get D. Gordon?
He's not in the Marlins no more.
No, he's in the Mariners.
The Mariners.
I thought they should have fucking asked
Why
for him
if the
in the
Mariners
trade.
getting rid of players? Why can't we grab D.
Actually,
Gordon?
maybe they'll try because you know what? They're getting rid of a lot of players.
I know.
Segura was
I haven't heard-
mentioned in a deal with the Phillies. The
Yeah.
Phillies were trying to get Diaz and Segura together, but they were saying there's reports out that if the Mets do get Diaz and Cano, that the Phillies will still try to get Segura separately.
Yeah, but you think about it though.
Makes
In the
sense.
big picture, if they go for Segura, Machado's not going there.
Exactly. Yeah. And then where's Machado go?
I don't know.
There you go.
Try to go
The mystery, the
somewhere.
The
Plot
where-
thickens.
29 other teams besides. I mean, come on, bro. Do you think the Mets are paying him?
Think about Billy Hamilton too, though. Like, go off topic. I mean, He had a low batting average, but I mean, you could also talk about what did he really have protecting him in the lineup.
He's a leadoff hitter. It doesn't matter.
He's supposed to protect everybody else. He's
Right.
supposed to get on base
It
for
doesn't matter,
everybody.
man.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, yeah.
I mean, that's a lot of pressure.
Who did Ricky Henderson have? Who did Jose Reyes? That's a bad example.
Yeah,
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
Come on.
Oh, who did Jose Reyes have in the lineup? He didn't nobody. Yeah. I've been up for like 27. I've been up for like 17 hours straight.
We have jobs before this,
Yeah.
so it's understandable.
Peak season. bro.
Another thing we're gonna bring just.
Who else we got though? That's
For non-tender?
yeah. Stand
I
up
mean,
non-tender.
are you talking about like Mets or you just talking about overall?
No,
General.
overall.
I mean, Jonathan
overall.
Scope. He was in
Okay.
Milwaukee. Milwaukee was interested in bringing him back, but he is asking for about $10 million a year.
Holy
What the hell?
smokes.
He only batted .233 last year.
No.
21 homers, 61 ribbies, but he's asking for 10 mil. Milwaukee said no thanks.
Do you
Like-
think average plays that much of a deal breaker for a player?
It does to me.
That's for me.
I think so.
It's
Yeah.
still the
I
main
mean,
thing I gauge it.
Let's say a player's batting, he's averaging 230, 240. He hit 70. I mean, you know, he hit 25 home runs, drove in 85 runs. It's a deal breaker with a 245 average.
Well, would you be happy with Giancarlo Stanton in your lineup?
That's a great question.
That's a great question.
Yeah.
Hits home runs, strikes out a lot.
A lot.
I would definitely take him in my lineup.
A lot.
I mean,
Would you take that?
That's a whole
I
other
mean,
can of worms.
he's hitting 40 something home runs though. That's not 25. That's
yeah,
like.
well, not in the playoffs.
I mean, it's similar to fucking Cespedes. Cespedes doesn't hit for average lately.
Who?
Cespedes?
He hasn't been hitting for average lately.
Who's Cespedes? I don't remember this guy.
Yeah, but he
You know
hasn't. He hasn't been hitting for average lately.
He hasn't.
So I mean,
Yeah, he hasn't,
you
right.
basically taking on that type of player if you fucking sign a person that's hitting 230.
Well, you know what though? I'll tell you what.
Yeah,
That's a tough
he's
comparison,
different.
but
He's a different monster.
The Yankees fans beef with Giancarlo Stanton is that he was so unclutch in the
Very
playoffs.
Well-
undependable.
He came up real small.
And this is where scouting comes up because he never was with the Marlins neither.
well, how many chances? did
I
he
know, but he had decent protection there, and he struck out a lot.
No,
Okay, yeah, let you
get?
have
But that's any homer hitter. But Reggie Jackson struck out a lot, but he came up big when it counted with the Yankees.
I think baseball these days, you're all about the power and numbers, man.
Right.
Like that old ESPN commercial. It's all about the long ball.
Yeah, chicks take the long
Chicks
ball.
take the long ball. That's what it is.
So
That's
speaking
true.
about scouting,
Okay.
didn't we just get Boston scouting?
Oh, one of
The guy from Boston?
Yeah.
Yeah, the VP.
Baird or something like
I
that?
forgot his name.
Oh well, he's the VP. He's a VP GM.
He was one of
Yeah.
the scouters.
Yeah, we got him,
scouters for Boston. That's pretty good.
Well, speaking.
Well, we'll see.
Yeah, reading what all the baseball analysts say, they say that it's a huge pickup. Actually, they're saying it's one of the biggest pickups of the winter as of
Yeah,
right now.
As of now, that's
Because
huge.
that's huge.
All we can do is just trust that. And what are we gonna do? We
Trust
just
the process.
Trust the process.
That's the process.
That's a lot of trust in the process this week.
It is.
That's too much trust in the process. All right,
The
and
process has hurt me so many times. I'm scarred.
I mean, who else? Who else is available that's just got non-tendered?
you got
Reyes.
Torres.
Shelby Miller got non-tendered today. I mean, he was.
Wilmer. Yo,
Wilmer
shout out to Wilmer Flores.
Yeah, man.
He big clutch guy, Mr. Fucking Clutch.
What?
Yo,
the walk-off,
man,
the walk-offs? Come
Walk
on.
the walk-off.
Dude,
It's the
man.
walk-off.
I shed tears that day when you hit that walk-off against the Nationals. That 10th inning, man.
Well, Wilmer's definitely getting tagged on this. Salute to
Sorry,
you,
Wilmer. I'm
Good
just
luck, man. Wherever you go, man. Good luck.
Hope your kneecaps are iced down and just retired after this. Fuck it. You,
But-
18 years old, he was in the system.
But you know what's gonna happen? 16. You know what's gonna happen, right?
16. Shit,
He's gonna
sorry.
probably go to AL and probably hit freaking 37 home runs. 290 average.
Oh, God.
Guaranteed. You know.
Some of that
He
stuff.
might be our Justin Turner
Yeah.
that we let go. Watch.
Oh, no, that's why
Hey,
they be
man.
pushing.
You know it's coming.
I mean, nah, shit. Justin Turner had a different career than that.
Nah,
Justin
back
Turner was really
Justin
good.
Turner wasn't
He
such
turned
an
out good.
Yeah,
Justin Turner can play a position in the field.
Yeah.
Wilmer Flores, he has no position.
He was
Right.
a fucking.
Right.
True.
Yo, you
And
were a
he's not-
snail,
and
bro.
he's
but
not.
you were good.
Yeah, and he's
Wilmer,
not.
cover your ears, Wilmer. Cover your ears, Wilmer.
Earmuffs.
Hey, Slomer Flores. You know, I don't think we listen.
We love you, man.
In 15, that crying game, yeah, it the crying game.
It
Right?
affected
I
everybody.
know.
Crying.
Yeah, that's good. No, listen. That in 15 we loved you for the crying thing and the home run you hit a day later, but
Yeah.
sorry,
was so
man.
clutch, bro.
No,
That,
you'll
I
always
think
have
that
place
was
in
a
our
turn.
hearts.
That was a turning point of that season.
It
right
was.
there.
It was.
Yeah.
It was.
Tears of joy for the division champion, the New York Mets, as Gary said.
Shout out to you. Shout out to Florida.
Another
Shout
guy
out
that
to-
man.
another guy that we mentioned, actually, I think in probably episode 1 or 2, was Blake Parker
Yes, we
from
did.
the Angels. He got non-tendered as well.
Look at that.
Great 7th or 8th inning guy.
Listen,
Look at that.
those are the kind of moves that winning teams make.
Exactly.
And are we ready to win? Supposedly.
Supposedly we are.
Look, we got a few other people here. We got Solarte from the Blue Jays, got non-tender infielder.
Utility guy. I think he'll be good for us.
That's
Not bad.
Reyes. I was
Who else?
adamant about that.
Matt Fires got non-tender today too.
Okay, righty. Righty starting pitcher.
Justin Bohr.
Oh, wow.
That's a good pitcher.
Wow.
That's like a Matt Stairs type.
Yeah, exactly.
Shit, right? Yeah.
Shit.
You guys.
Our
That's
back
good.
from the
Yeah.
bench.
But I mean, you know what? A lot of these teams probably didn't want to let go of these guys, but it's just the problem is that they were going to probably earn so much. Exactly, the money was.
It's
Exactly.
numbers. Everything is numbers. We don't
So-
understand none of that shit yet.
Yeah.
We don't know what the fuck is going on.
Well,
with this.
plus we do understand that why would a guy like Bohr be non-tender? That's because of the cash.
Exactly.
The sheesh. That's all.
We got a few. I mean, what can we do now? I mean, I think the next move after this deal is made, is we need to shore up the bullpen. I think we need to get at least one
We
or
need
two
a
guys.
catcher.
Yeah, we need to catch it
I'm
too.
sorry.
Who the hell are we
Speaking of
getting?
catchers, right?
It's looking bleak for the catcher.
No,
I'm
no,
sorry,
it's
it
not.
is.
It's not. It's not at all. Because right now, Toronto is willing to trade for Russell Martin, right? His final year, he's owed $20 million.
Oh,
the guy's
gee.
old. He's a full-time All-Star. He's old. Okay.
20 million?
$20 million is his final year.
Lucky him.
Now,
Yeah, for real.
we got another guy from Pittsburgh, Francisco Cicerelli.
Cervelli.
He's 32 years old, 1 year away from free agency, will receive $11.5 mil
That's it.
in his final year.
But don't we have a younger version of him in Darno?
We got, yeah, bro.
And cheaper.
Yeah, give me a break with Cervelli.
Wilson Ramos is the way to go.
We
I
have,
agree.
we have
You have to
Yasmani.
be aggressive and get him.
Grandal too.
We have Yasmani.
Grandal's
We have Wilson
1 year
Ramos.
younger. Yeah,
Either
I mean,
one, yo. We need to get either one.
I
And
think
that's
Ramos
it.
is the way to go.
I'll take either one. We need to get either one regardless.
As of right now, we're pretty damn getting desperate. Or we're gonna open
It
up
is.
with freaking Plowecki again and
We'll have
Darno.
Lucroy as our fucking catcher for
No.
next year.
I don't mind
starting
Lucroy.
every year, but
No, I
yeah,
don't.
he's old. He's got. We could have got him 2
You just
years
told me
ago.
Russell Martin.
No,
No.
fuck that. I mean, I'll
Martin's
take Martin over
ancient.
fucking Lucroy.
Russell Martin's older.
Still, but he's still dependable.
I'll
He's
probably take Martin too because he probably exactly.
He got
$20 million.
experience. He's dependable.
Not for $20 million.
But that's a lot of
no.
money.
That's
Yeah.
1 year? No.
But I'm pretty sure they would have to cover some of the contract if Toronto trades him,
Still,
depending on what the Mets send over
You
there.
gotta sign a free
They
agent.
might send Steven
Gotta
Nash
sign a
over
free
now and
agent
shit.
catcher.
exactly.
All right.
Grandal, Ramos, fucking get either one of them at this point. I mean,
I agree.
So the reliever position, right?
Okay.
oh, you know how I feel.
We could also add, look, Zach Britton, Adam Ottavino,
Mm-hmm.
or Andrew Miller.
Well, you know my pick.
I mean, I think if we're gonna get, I want to get two more. So I would go with a David Robertson, and I would probably go with
Ottavino,
Ottavino.
I like
Yeah.
Ottavino too.
I would go
I
with
would
those
also
guys.
go with Ottavino, but I would go instead of Robinson. I think we can get Andrew Miller cheaper.
Andrew Miller definitely.
I think we get him cheap. I think he would come cheaper to play with Mickey Callaway.
He has a tie.
That was his pitching
Exactly.
coach. That was his pitching coach in Cleveland. I think there's a connection there, and I think that matters. And I think he might come here at a lesser price than it would to get a Robertson.
But you know what else matters too is that
Robertson's going to demand closer money.
you know what else
Yes,
matters
think
is
so?
that
Yes, he is.
Miller
Yeah,
had a
absolutely. He replaced
Yes,
Manny
he is.
Rivera a couple years ago.
Yes,
He did
he
a damn
is.
good job at it.
he had Miller had a bad season last year. He was injured all year.
Yeah.
And
That's
him
the
coming to the Mets will probably double that injury. So
am I talking now? Is this positive Lou or negative
I'm
Joe?
just saying.
How am I the positive
What?
right now?
Yo, what's going
I'm
on?
just
Roles
saying,
reversed.
yo.
They might have to switch seats, guys.
you know Miller's gonna come here.
We put them on opposite ends because of that.
I understand
Positive,
now.
dark side. Positive, dark side.
Now, why do I have a positive feeling about? And I think I gave good reasons for that. And now I need to hear like your reasons to feel negative
I
about
mean,
it.
it's the reality. Like, you know, we've had freaking people on the DL fucking all the time.
Yeah.
So, like, I mean, our luck bringing someone like Miller in here who's been hurt so much last year, but has been lights out the few years before that, is that he's going to come over here, maybe pitch a few games into the season, and bang, hits the DL and won't be
We
seen
can
again.
say that about a Cano, Mike. Lou. We can say that about a Cano.
Yeah, true that.
You can say that about anybody.
Yeah.
You say about Manoa Syndergaard. You say about Jacob deGrom. They both had arm problems. They both.
I think if the Miller price is right,
Exactly.
and I'm not saying cheap, but
Yeah.
it's right,
I think
I
it's
would
gonna
do
be a
that
lot
too.
better
you
than Robinson.
gotta do it.
Yeah, and it would
Gotta
afford
do
us
it.
it would afford us the ability to get other players that you know.
Yeah.
It might be a steal, and he might. Like I said again, I'll reiterate. To play with Callaway again, that was his pitching coach. They might have.
He
I don't
must
know
wanna
what.
do
I don't
that.
know what kind of relationship they have, but they might have something there, and that would be. Listen, it might just might work.
Yeah, but imagine you'll have Gasell and Miller that could pitch multiple innings
And that
from a righty and lefty.
And listen, we'll have Diaz,
Still have
and you
Lugo
have
in
Miller.
there too.
That Lugo and DeSelman, you can put either Lugo or DeSelman into that fifth rotation spot instead of suck ass Vargas,
Right.
Sure.
which would be
Exactly.
great.
Or if they trade Syndergaard, then they might throw one of these guys in there.
I didn't even
Oh,
say that.
yeah.
Are you why are you the negative on this?
Just switch seats. Just go over here. Go over here.
I'm just thinking.
What the
hell is
fuck?
going?
Yo, what is wrong with
Is it
today?
because
No.
you're in my house? Is
No,
this,
I'm just being realistic here. I mean,
That's
the
what
word
I
is
say.
they're trying to trade Syndergaard,
These
so
guys just.
you never know, man.
Switch fucking positions, man.
Oh no, I'm not negative. I'm realist. That's my line. That's my line.
Let's just bring back Bartolo Colon, man, and we'll be good, man.
Go Tolo.
Hey, I wouldn't mind. By the way,
Sure.
he pitched in the Dominican League yesterday.
Yeah.
What did he do?
Wait.
Oh, I wasn't sure. I didn't check the stats.
5
but-
home runs.
Yeah, but he did pitch yesterday for the Dominican
Look
League.
at that guy.
So,
40 what?
He's
6?
still coming in. He's still trying to make the
if,
team.
If you check the stats, it probably says he's 29 years old.
Birth certificate is all
It's
fucked
the
up.
DR league.
The DR League, let anybody, I could play in the DR League right now. I
Okay,
strike
nice.
out about 125 times in fucking 75 innings, but
So
Yeah,
Andrew Miller last year had a 4.2 ERA, but before that, between 2000 from 2000 for 3 years, he was a sub 1.5 ERA
Yeah, this is what I'm talking about.
each of those years.
Yeah,
Wow.
the guy was dominant.
Yeah.
that's nuts.
By the way, he's a former starter. That's why he could pitch multiple innings.
That is
I've always liked him.
nuts.
I've always liked him, and
Yeah.
I just think you got it.
I think
Sometimes
this is on Mickey. I
listen,
think this,
there's always risks to take, and this is I think is
that's a
worth
perfect
it.
mix.
And his best years were with Mickey as the pitching coach.
I think it's
Exactly.
worth it, man.
Exactly.
And he's been proven in the playoffs to be clutch. That's
Yes.
huge, also.
You hear that, Lou?
I hear it, man.
You
I hear
hear that, Lou?
The guy, and listen, and if Diaz sucks, and or at least if he struggles, who can he learn from? That's a great guy to have
Young guy.
beneath you. Yeah,
it.
that's
True.
That's
Okay.
a great guy to have beneath you to just, give you advice when you need it, or even if he has to fill in as a closer for a while.
Yeah.
And that might happen.
That's
Diaz
true.
might struggle in the big market. If he has to fill in the closer for a while, just give him a break and then he can come back. I'm just saying this
That's
is what
very true.
He might hit up the heights with Cano, and they might be
Hit that
able to-
hookah.
Hey,
Hit that hookah.
whatever works.
All right, let's talk about our new little bench coach we got here, Riggleman. All right, so interesting fact that I found out was Minaya contacted him before Brody was hired.
Okay.
So Riggleman had a good, he was under 500 last year. He was 64-80 in 144 games as Cincinnati's fill-in coach,
interim manager.
General manager.
right? So
Which I think
It's
is
not
not
bad.
which I think is not bad for
I-
the Cincinnati
Cincinnati,
Reds.
Yeah, you're damn right.
So he'll give us a little depth
Well,
there.
if he,
Absolutely.
I feel that he's a perfect bench coach for a rookie manager like Mickey Callaway. He's been a manager since the early 90s.
Right.
So he's the type of guy that can give some stability to Mickey and give some veteran advice and while still letting Mickey be the leader.
Mickey, right.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah, yeah.
You know
I
what
mean, look, those stupid little mistakes that he made last year, that shit won't happen this year.
Exactly.
Riggleman, coach.
Now I'm batting out of order.
Mickey did good last year. the
He
second
did, but
part.
he made some in the
He did
beginning.
Okay.
He started off well and he ended off well, which is a good sign. Ending off well coming into next season.
Yeah, I mean, what I like about
I
Riggleman,
agree.
He coached over 1,600 games.
Yes.
Plenty
He
of
has the experience, man. So
Plenty.
True.
Well, and I mean, if you're asking if Riggleman has any big situation experience, he was the manager of the Cubs during the whole Sosa McGuire home run race in '98. He was the manager.
Interesting.
Interesting fact.
So he's been through a lot of media attention,
Wow,
shit like
look
that.
at that. Didn't know that.
Okay.
All right, so let's talk about our hitting coach, our new hitting coach, which, by the way, it's a little shaky. It's a little shaky. Chili Davis.
It's a little chilly.
Little
Maybe?
chilly.
It's a little chilly, yeah.
Good one.
Did they officially name him the hitting coach?
No.
His numbers aren't like the numbers of what they're gonna do with him, but supposedly he's official.
I hope not.
He's not official yet. They're working out the numbers, but he's
Well, hopefully.
just about.
Well, Chili's still a little chilly because.
Oh, hold on.
I mean,
hold on.
I love
Lou's,
chili.
Lou's ready to chop. He's chopping at the bit here.
I love chili, but I don't know if I'm not talking about that kind of chili. I like to eat the chili, but
Yeah, no. I mean,
No,
Chili
no.
Davis is a great hitter.
Well, why don't you? Hold on. Why don't
I
you
mean,
like?
there's been a
answer?
lot of like
I didn't
rumors
say
out
this.
there
I'm
that
dying to this right
he's
now.
he hasn't been able to, like, I guess, communicate well with the players. Like, for example, last year he was with the Cubs for just 1 year. He got canned.
Mhm.
There was reports that he didn't mesh well with Bryant, and that he was trying to change a lot of the players' swings, and they weren't happy about that. The year before that, he was with the Red Sox, got canned off of 1 year. So I mean, like, the proof is in the pudding. Like, how do you get
Got a
canned?
shaky track
How do you
record.
get canned 2 years in a row from two teams
Winning
like the Cubs?
organizations.
It's not exactly. It's
World
the Cubs
Series
and the Red
organizations.
Sox.
Yep.
Why?
I completely agree with you, and
But-
it's the same problem I have.
But their offenses were top 5.
Not really. The
No,
Cubs,
no,
the Cubs,
The
the
Cubs
Cubs,
was.
the Cubs offense actually dropped with Chili Davis on the squad when he came aboard last
Yeah,
year.
I think their offensive were what they were despite Chili Davis.
Oh, gotcha.
I hate this move. I think his track record sucks, and it's typical Mets bullshit.
Who else was out there? Who
Dave Magadan.
I
Dave
would
Madden,
have preferred
right.
them. Yeah.
Who has?
Which we
I mean,
spoke
who has?
about.
He has a Mets pedigree.
I spoke about
yeah.
it. Yeah, so.
But then again, a lot of times too, I think we overlook the whole thing with the hitting coach. Like, I mean, a hitting coach really is just there to teach the fundies. But like, I mean, a team's gonna be hitting if they have the good players in the lineup anyway.
Agreed.
So it doesn't matter. I could be a hitting coach, and if I have fucking Chris Bryant, Arenado, and fucking
Yeah.
Harper on my team, I'm gonna be the fucking best hitting coach in the world.
But-
Yeah, but no, they're giving you the information that you need before the game. What pitcher pitches, he pitches
Yeah.
inside, he
Right.
pitches
Yeah.
outside, how many balls he throws per inning, and all that, so that you know going prepared. I mean,
Listen,
But
Chili
then again,
Davis is probably going in there like, yo, just swing low, swing high. He's probably not just.
some of these players though, they kind of already know though, like what some of these pitchers are gonna do anyway though.
Yeah, I mean, if you prepared, like a Mike Trout goes into every game like he fucking knows the pitcher's mother's last name.
I think so far the front office moves have been good. The coaching moves have been good, except for this one. I'm kind of like, I would have preferred to go a different route, but
I agree.
Yeah.
I don't, and it also matters if Chili Davis is the type of guy that's going to give the guys the superstars are going to do what they do,
Exactly.
but the guys that are like on the fringe, if he's going to try to steer them in the wrong direction, well, that's a big problem.
Yeah.
And,
Exactly.
and his track record sucks, in my
Especially
opinion.
for a superstar.
I mean he did. Zobrist did have a comeback here last year too. He
Well,
did have a.
okay.
You know, he,
Well,
no.
I agree. There's always going to be, listen, that's a success story, but
Chili was switch hitter?
Yes.
Oh, he was straight up
Yeah,
he's a
lefty.
switch
He was
hitter.
a switch hitter, right?
He was a switch hitter.
Yeah.
Okay.
kind of like Dwight Howard. I'm sorry.
Oh, no pun intended.
By the way, he had surgery on his butt. Just saying.
He went to
Howard,
DR.
can you stay healthy,
No,
bro?
like-
And, and that's what Tit
But-
Slit
but-
You got eye shots?
Like,
Yo,
DR?
like butt
Just
muscle
retire, man.
injury.
Dwight Howard needs to just retire. You had a chance with Kobe. You didn't want to let Kobe steer you the right way. You thought you were the man.
Dumbass.
Well, I think I don't know.
Fuck outta here.
Now, Mr. Host, I don't know. We're already at an hour.
Yeah.
Do you want to just dive into our unanimous tit slit segment? Or-
Yeah,
I
sure.
think, you know what?
I think it's time.
I think it's
Yeah.
that time.
Yep.
Yeah.
So we gave you guys an hour. First of all, I want to tell you guys one thing. I know our episodes are long. Just bear with us.
We are all exhausted.
Have a lot to talk about. We're
Yes.
trying to figure out and how to cut all this shit out, but just bear with us. So what we're gonna do right now? Who got their tits lit this week?
Your favorite segment and mine's. Let's do it. Unanimous decision right here.
It's probably unanimous, right?
Yep.
Well,
Right?
breaking
Yeah.
news
Breaking news today: Kareem Hunt.
released by the Kansas
What
City
the
Chiefs after.
fuck happened?
Well, the footage that came out, I mean, I don't know if you saw it or not. It's pretty new on TMZ.
Pretty suspect too, by the way.
I mean, the problem with it I have is that you see him, he's fighting with a group of people, including a woman, and he gets a little violent with the woman, which is, not cool.
Right.
But the problem I have with it is that this was from February.
Correct.
What
So
we
this-
in right now in
yeah.
football?
I think it's
Yeah.
About
it's
13 or
official-
some
well,
shit?
it's-
Like, what
it's
the
a-
fuck? How long does it take to come
almost
out?
a year later, so it's someone
coming
covered
at-
this up.
Yeah, someone's coming at him too.
Yeah.
I think the NFL sweeps certain things under the rug,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
then, it pops up somehow,
I don't know if the
some
NFL.
way.
I don't know if the NFL did. I don't know if the Chiefs did, or both, or
NFL's
what.
crooked, man.
But
I mean,
goddamn, man,
Man.
to lose your bet. Besides Mahomes,
he is the top running back,
Yeah.
one of the top, if not the top running back in football. Like,
Regardless who you are, you should never be putting hands on a woman. So
Yeah.
never.
Or feet.
yeah, all
Hands,
that.
right?
balls, nails.
Nah,
Yeah,
balls
man.
is- you can put your balls on a woman.
Oh.
Teabag?
Teabag.
Teabag.
Sorry,
Nah,
guys. Sorry, women. Sorry. Whatever.
It's
you
a
know,
late night edition, man.
Sorry.
Very.
sorry, sorry, not sorry.
BET Uncut.
Yeah.
But like we said, we're so grateful, generous of you guys just fucking tuning in,
Thank you very much.
subscribing,
Yes.
commenting, liking.
Right.
Hey, Maddie, you Joe's boy, you're our boy. Thank you for the
Thank
repost.
Yes, thank
Just
you.
repost anytime you can,
Thank
man. Anything helps. Whenever you
Absolutely.
guys want to call in, you let us know. DM us. Hey, can I call in tomorrow?
Yeah.
Sure. And we'll get you on the show. So we're gonna just end this show like this. Thank you for tuning in to episode 4. We're gonna go reverse now, right? I got you guys. Golden Child, Joseph Blue Pulaski, Jose Stats Rivero, Lou.
So I want to say one thing real quick. I want to wish my son a happy birthday.
Yeah.
Early happy
Yeah.
birthday.
Yeah.
His birthday's this Monday. I love you. Just know I do everything for you, man. I love you so
Yeah.
much. Love you, Ian.
We all love you, Ian.
Also, big shout out to my boy Kareem Harlem. Just had his first baby girl.
Congrats, brother.
Yes.
Congrats, bro.
Congrats, brother.
Congratulations.
Everybody, enjoy your Friday night. Thank you for tuning in to Tits Lit
Get your
Podcast.
tits lit.
We will, y'all. We'll
Episode
join.
4.
Yeah.
Peace.